Hey everyone, it's Ken with Two Drunk Brothers Garage. Ray's not home, he's at work. I got a little project. Replacing the backup camera in my 2014 Ford Escape. It keeps going in and out. And everything I read and stuff says just to replace the camera. It's fairly simple. Take a couple piece of trim off, pull the old camera out, put the new one in, put it all back together. Get the camera over by the car and show you what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna check this out. It don't do it all the time. Sometimes it does it. See, it's not even, the backup camera's not even connected. I get that message right there. So I'm gonna take and replace the camera and see if I can fix that problem. Okay, so here's the backup camera on the gate. I will have to take this trim piece off right here. This trim piece here, but I have to take and pull all of this trim work off the door. There's a panel here, two side panels, and then the big door. I'll get those off, and then we'll get I'll show you getting the camera out, or the camera out. Okay, we're gonna start by pulling this one off here. And there's you just gotta give it a yank. There's just some clips. These 4 clips right here. You wanna make sure those are there. And that tab is bent over for some reason. I took this off to change the lights, and I must have bent that over, putting it back on. And you take this one off. Make sure the tabs are there. Metal tabs. And you do this side. Just give it a yanker. Sorry if I'm not doing very good on. Oops. And then they say to give a yank. I think at one time there was you're supposed to take this handle off right here, and there's some bolts that hold this on here, but I think somebody's had this out in the past before we owned it and never put them back in. So when you're taking the trim off of the door on the inside, you got to pop the handle off before you can do anything else. There are 2 T25 Torx screws holding that handle in, but it also holds the main plastic shroud over the door on before you can pop anything off. This thing is hard to get out. Okay, so I gotta disconnect the open button, and then we'll get this all the way down. Okay, now to pull this piece off right here, there are 4 10mm bolts that hold it on, and you got to go in this hole, this hole, this hole, and this hole to get them out. And it's kind of hard to see up in there, so just bear with me. It's gonna be hard to show you it. I'll just get those 10mm bolts out, and we'll get this camera out. Before I go and lower this to go there's a plug for the camera right here that I have to disconnect to pull up through the, it'll go through the hole up in here, but I'll have to pull it through the other side. So I'm gonna get that disconnected. Okay, so now to pull this off, hopefully you can see this. You're supposed to just pry on this. A little rusty there. Ooh, a little dirty. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but there's a Phillips head screw right there. This bracket holds the camera in. So I'll have to get that screw out, take the bracket off, and I'll have to take these wires out of the holder there for the license plate lights. But I'll get my Phillips head screwdriver and we'll get that taken out. Gotta lift this back up for a second. And where'd I put my, there it is. See if I can get that in there so you can see what I'm doing. It's pretty rusty. Hopefully I can get that out of there. Wow, I think I just broke the screw. Uh-oh. I think my screw's all jacked up. Okay, my the screw is all messed up, so I went and got a pair of pliers, and I'm gonna see if I can maybe twist this out of here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know how I'm gonna get that out of there because the screw is so rusty. It's just crumbling. That is not a good thing. That is totally not a good thing. The screw head is it is rusted. Just like this clip right here was, that goes in the hole there. And I don't know how I'm gonna get this out of here now. Okay. Wow. Okay. I do not know how I'm gonna get that out of there. I forgot I can take this out of here. I gotta remove this little rubber gasket here. Or this is for the wiring harness. So you just pull that through there. And now I can go to my bench or something, and maybe I can get this out of here. I don't know. I hope I can. Hey everyone, I decided I'm gonna drink a couple beers while I'm doing this little project. So cheers to you, brother. Wish you were here. Okay everyone, I got my little rotary tool here. I'm gonna try to grind that head of that bolt off, or that little screw off, since I can't grab it with a pair of pliers. And then once I get that camera hold down off, I will hopefully be able to grab the rest of the little screw with a pair of pliers, get it out, so I can put a new screw in it. But I'm gonna time lapse this because it's gonna be noisy, and you don't need to hear all that. Okay, I forgot about heating the grinding on it. Got it a little hot. Well, it made it so I can grab the head of the screw with the pair of pliers, which is good because I can get it out now. But I'm definitely gonna have to change my screw because it's kind of messed up. Now I can go ahead and take the hold down for the camera out. And there's a little channel here. Then there's a little tab right there. Hopefully you can see that where I'm pointing. And that will, once I put this back in here, it'll go in there really nice and easy. So it's pretty dirty in here. This is probably why these probably quit working. Oh, the amount of dirt in here is just crazy. And it's water, got water in it. Oh, wow. But I'm gonna clean this out and then I'll get it put back together. Okay, everyone, I got that screw out. I found me another screw. I had to cut it down a little bit, but it works. So now I'm gonna show you the camera. I got this off of Amazon, and I just put my car in there and found the replacement camera. It was like $44, say $45 for this. And there were some cheaper ones, but I just wanted to make sure. And I'm gonna check to make sure it looks the same as the old one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and let me set that down for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and unhook this one. Make sure it's same length, same size, looks to be the same. Got the same number of pins in the, there's 246 pins in there. So I'm gonna put this new camera in here. And I'm gonna pull the little protective so I don't forget to pull it later. But I'm gonna, I should have got my electrical spray and cleaned that out. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, so I have this electrical cleaner. You're supposed to be able to spray the connectors. And it helps, it's kind of like brake clean. Just wanna make sure that this gets a good connection. Blow on it a little bit to get it dry. My air compressor ain't over here, so. That wasn't good. I think I'll take this over to the air compressor and blow it out. Okay, got that all blowed out, dried off. I'm gonna clean the hole out a little bit where the camera goes in with the rag. Get that wire up. Just, because this was packed full of dirt from being behind the car, and the thing just, you know how dirt swirls around the back of your car? Okay, so now, plug the new one in. And then you put it back in here. Make sure it's flush. And you get your this stupid wire don't want to stay up there. There's still a lot of dirt in there. Then you get your little hole down here. Get it back in, line it up. All right, you little devil. Make sure the camera's flush in there. This is not going in here for some reason. What the heck? Okay, why is this not? All right, wires. You're starting to make me mad. There we go. Just gotta get it under there correctly. But for some reason, it's not going all the way. There she goes. She just gotta get on the camera, around the camera body. Get my screw. That's the old one. There's the new one. Put that wire back up underneath there. Now we can go reinstall it. So the area where that goes back in, I got a little Dawn dish soap mixed in a squirt bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean this dirt out of here. Just because. And I don't know what is going on here. I just don't want to leave that dirt in there. I mean, just another way for it to rust. All right, I'll set that down. Take a little drink of poo. All right, so now we need to take and push this back through. And then you gotta get that rubber grommet back in there and make sure it's seated down. I guess I should have cleaned that off, but I didn't. Then you gotta line all this stuff back up. And then tap it back in there. Now we're gonna put them 10mm screws back in there. Push that back up. And I'm gonna time lapse that part. Okay, got that all put back in and connected in. I'm in the cab of the car, so let's see if this is gonna work. And it works, but I don't have the backup lines for it. But the tailgate ain't shut all the way, but the camera's working. That's good. Okay then. Okay, as you saw, camera will come up on the screen first time. It used to have the backup, you know, the red, yellow, and green little lines on it. Maybe because I didn't have the tailgate shut all the way. They not on there, but, and maybe there's a setting I have to go in and do something with. It's not really that big of a deal. But I'm gonna get everything put back together and wrap this video up. So I got curious about this handle on this thing because this thing is not very sturdy without it. So I popped it off of there, and inside the handle were the two screws that hold it on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back on there the way it should be. So if you grab a hold of this handle, see this whole thing moves, it could just pop right off. I'm gonna put it back together the way it's supposed to be. Okay, everyone, I have the thing all put back together. Now I want to test to see if the red and the backup lights, whatever you want to call it, come up on the screen when you put it in reverse with the hatch closed. And it's kind of hard to see. They are there, but it is hard to see, which is good. And they move when you turn, just like the original one did. Sorry you can't really see it, but they're there. There it goes. Now you can see it. But the lines are there. Okay, everyone. That wasn't too bad to change that camera, other than the little screw mishap. The screw just, because so much water and dirt gets up behind that. It's not sealed from that trim piece. So it just rusted. If I would have had some kind of stainless steel screw, that would have been great. But it's all back together and it works, as you can see. I know trying to show you those lines on the screen was kind of hard to see because the screen is so bright, but it works. It comes on every time you pull it in reverse. Before you saw the message in the beginning of the video. But I hope you like this video. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. Ken from Two Drunk Brothers saying cheers. Cheers to you, brother. Wish you could be here.